USDA. Are there any other sort of programs that come to mind that maybe our members and their clients might use? We span from Pine County in the north down to Goodhue in the south. So anything else?
I would like to make a big plug. I know it's very obvious, but don't forget about VA. VA is one of the more underutilized programs as well. I'm a veteran. I'm an 8-year Army veteran. I didn't go to any conflicts or anything, but I did serve. But I have a strong affinity to helping to support the veteran community. And the one thing you'll know about vets is they're very humble, and they won't always acknowledge maybe that they could qualify when they could. So I encourage realtors to ask and inquire, are you a veteran? And of course, if they are, thank them for their service and ask them, have they inquired about their VA eligibility? Because the VA loan program, pound for pound, is one of the best loan programs available. If you're a disabled veteran, you might not have to pay property taxes or a very limited amount of property taxes. Usually your VA disability needs to be at a higher level for that to happen. But you can do zero down. You never have PMI. You get a better rate than most people. So whenever we're looking at potential buyers, always check that VA box and see, do they qualify or are they a veteran? And if they are a veteran, what's their eligibility?
Mm-hmm. Well, and the other piece of that puzzle too with VA is it's the easiest loan to qualify for, I would say. Wouldn't you agree?
I would.
Yeah, they give the most room for bankruptcy, foreclosure, short sales, credit, job stability kind of things.
Yeah.
Very, very liberal.
Absolutely. And there seems to be almost a I don't know if stigma is the right word, but with realtors, I feel like sometimes I've seen realtors try to get buyers to not use their VA because there's some misconceptions with VA, right? Some things that make people be like, ooh, I don't know if you should do that. And some of them can be valid. Some of the biggest issues sometimes that come up with VA is the condition of the property, right?
Sure.
The property does need to be in good condition. If there's flaking paint, rotting wood, things that might be a hazard, it reminds me a little bit like FHA, but the premise behind it is they don't want a veteran to get into a property that's dilapidated and they have to put money into it that they don't have. But that doesn't mean that that veteran should not have the opportunity to use that benefit. And I've seen it where I did a VA loan just recently. The property did need some work, but that veteran actually put that work in because the seller didn't want to do it. And he was like, hey, you know what? It's small enough and easy enough for me to be able to put a little bit of work into it to get it so that it'll pass the appraisal. And he did that. And he was able to get into that house with zero down, no PMI, and an amazing rate. So, so just have those conversations and never, ever discourage a veteran from using their VA benefits that they've earned.
Absolutely. And so it's definitely an education piece. So it's not a lesser type of financing.
Correct.
It's just as good as all the rest.
Well, and then you can use MHFA throughout the state, and they always have money. Mm-hmm. And then if you do business over in Wisconsin, they have a similar program called WIDA. So yeah, that's what's nice about those programs is they never run out of funds.
Sure. I wish I could say the same.
If our pocketbooks were the same, right?